Hi, this is Justin Dibbs with the ArlingtonRealEstateGuide.com, and I just wanted to give you guys an update today of what's going on with REO or foreclosure properties in the Arlington and surrounding areas. Well, it finally looks like some of the listing agents for these properties have finally gotten wise, and what I'm starting to see out there is that these properties are being listed at market value or under market value, and what you're seeing now is a multiple offer scenario where lots of buyers that are out there looking for properties are putting offers on these houses. I just ran into an example where one of my clients was one of 19 offers on a property, and they in turn whittled that down to 5 that were going to make the final cut. So what we're seeing now are listing agents for the banks really pricing these properties aggressively in order to encourage multiple offers. And with all of the hubbub out there in the news about what a great deal foreclosure properties are, this works to their benefit because it gets a frenzy started over some of these properties, and even though they are getting bid up with multiple offers, they still present the opportunity for a good deal even in a competitive situation. So if you are out there looking and you're looking at some of the prime properties, be prepared to be in a multiple contract situation. And when you're in that type of situation, there are things that can help you when you're going to put together one of these offers. Things like the terms. Are you an all-cash buyer? Are you putting down 20% or more? Or are you putting down less, like 5 or 3.5%? Those are all things that the banks consider in terms of their hassle factor when they're trying to get this particular buyer approved and have them purchase the property. When you're looking at some of these other factors, banks would rather take less money than more money with hassle. So if you're an all-cash buyer and you're $50,000 less than a purchaser who's pre-qualifying and applying for a mortgage, they would almost rather take the purchaser with all cash that can close the deal in a week or two versus dealing with the hassle of trying to get somebody pre-approved and then approved for a mortgage so they can unload this bank property. Other terms like home inspection contingencies and financing contingencies, those will all weigh pretty heavily in the evaluation of multiple offers. I would never recommend that somebody not get a home inspection, but you can certainly do things like make it a take it or leave it inspection where the buyer just wants the opportunity to have a home inspector come in, take a look at the property, and then give them an evaluation. Based on his evaluation, they can either proceed and buy the property or terminate the contract. And they won't, in that type of situation, the buyer would be coming back asking for a lot of repairs to be done by the bank. So that would help in terms of giving the buyer some protection and also decreasing the hassle factor for the bank. Other things like a financing contingency, if you can get pretty much approved right away and not have to worry about going through additional red tape through the approval process, the banks will look favorably upon that, as well as how quickly the buyer can come to settlement, and so the bank can unload that property. If you can come to settlement in 30 days, in 3 weeks, or in 2 weeks, versus somebody who has to wait 45 to 60 days, that will also help you out when you're going into a situation where there's multiple offers on these REO properties. So that's kind of what I've been seeing out in the trenches for some of these REO properties. And what I've also seen is a lot of the inventory has decreased substantially right now. I mean, we're looking at something like an 80% decrease in Arlington in terms of the foreclosure properties that were listed for sale. As of right now, I'm not sure. I'd heard and spoken to a number of people behind the scenes in the mortgage and real estate market that had indicated there were going to be quite a few foreclosure properties coming back to market at the end of May. And we weren't sure whether or not the banks were going to just unload these properties and open the floodgates, or whether or not they were going to drip them onto the market slow and steady to prevent this scenario that had happened previously where things just kind of went hog wild and they dumped a bunch of foreclosure properties on the market and saturated the market with those types of properties. Now I'm hearing that there might not be as big a supply of foreclosure properties as was once thought. So there's a little bit of uncertainty as to what's going to happen towards the end of May in terms of REO and foreclosure properties. What you don't hear on all these national news shows and so forth and the newspapers is that how so many people are buying up these properties and that there's multiple offer and multiple bid scenarios. You just don't hear that on the news. In fact, that is exactly what's taking place in various parts of the country like Las Vegas, Florida, Arlington, Virginia, Northwest DC. But you're just not hearing a lot about that kind of stuff in the news. You're always hearing the negative, negative, negative. But in fact, a lot of these properties that are priced low interest rates, present a good opportunity for buyers right now to buy these type of things. And guess what? They're buying them. And that's why there's a lack of inventory right now. So it'll be really interesting to see what pans out towards the end of May. Are we going to get a lot more foreclosure properties? And if we do, are they going to come, like a flood, or are they going to be slowly and strategically dripped onto the market a few at a time per, bank, per listing agent? I'm not sure yet. I'm still investigating to see, what will happen. But I just wanted to give you guys out there an update as to what I'm seeing in terms of the foreclosure market, because so many people, are looking for those specific types of properties because they feel those are the best deals out there right now. So until next time, it was great talking to you guys again. If you have any specific questions, you can email me at justin@justindibs.com, or you can instant message me through AOL Instant Messenger at justindibs. I look forward to speaking with more of you in the future, and take care.